Hi, and welcome to today's practice. This flow is going to be a nice, gentle, relaxing flow. We're going to do little neck stretches, little hip stretches, and just enjoy some quiet, calming time for ourselves today. If you want to use props, it's recommended. They are definitely not a requirement. As you can see, I am sitting on a blanket. That's a nice place to begin. If you have a blanket for a few postures for later, that would be great. Or if you have a block, that would be good. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get into some neck stretches and some other just movement for a little bit, and then we're gonna be getting into some postures, and we'll be holding those postures for about 2 minutes apiece. So having a prop, such as a blanket or block to help support you during those postures is really helpful. Now, if you don't have props, that's perfectly fine. You can use a pillow, you can use just a blanket off the bed, you can use even just a rolled up bath towel. But anything that might help support you for some of these postures would be helpful. So to begin with, let's go ahead and just start by focusing on our breath today, okay? Sometimes we come into a practice and we're anxious, we're rushing, we're like, okay, I've got 20 minutes, I can go and get this practice done, and you just want to get it done. But right now we want to just really focus on calming our breath, calming our system down, and really just down regulating ourselves. So place your hands gently on your knees, palms up, palms down, whichever is comfortable for you. And gently close your eyes, and to start with, just focus on how you're breathing right now. Are you breathing really fast and ragged? Are you stressed or anxious? Are you like, nope, this is my me time, I'm like totally into this right now, and that's perfectly fine too. Just notice how you're breathing. And as you notice how you're breathing, see what you can do to kind of start to regulate how you're breathing, you know, even inhales, even exhales, and just slowly get yourself into that moment, into that Zen feeling here. There we go. I feel myself starting to just calm down. Now we're going to concentrate on our breathing, and we're going to be doing an inhale for 4 counts and an exhale for 8 counts. Doing the exhale longer will definitely help to get your stress levels down, to just really help to calm us down as we get into this nice slow flow today. So we're going to inhale for 4. So inhale for 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue that breathing for a few more rounds. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 8. for 1 more round. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 8. And gently open your eyes. Notice how you're feeling. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit calmer now. So on an inhale, inhale your arms up, and we're just going to gently twist over to the right. We're not putting a lot of effort into these twists today. We're just gently moving. Inhale, and let's twist over to the left. And we're going to move through this just a few times. Inhale, arms up and over to the right. Inhale up and over to the left. There we go. Getting a little bit of movement in your spine today. Inhale up, over to the right. Let's do one more at a time each side. Inhale over to the left. Now this time we're going to inhale up and we're going to stay over on the right side. Just gently use your back hand to give you a little bit of length in your spine. Again, don't force it, not a lot of effort here. We're just gently going to sit here in this nice little twist for just a few. One more round of breath. Inhale your arms up and gently twist over to the left side. Again, use that back hand to help get you a little bit more length through the spine. And let's sit here for just a few rounds of breath. One more round. And then inhale your arms up and back through to center. Let's get into a little bit of neck movement, okay? If you're like me, you sit at a computer a lot, and my neck definitely gets very tight. So we're just going to stretch out our neck a little bit. So with your right hand, just gently place it on top of your head, kind of this side, and with a nice length in your spine, don't hunch into it, but really kind of open yourself up. Place your hand on your left side and gently stretch out the neck through here. Now you can keep your hand on your thigh if you'd like. If you want a little bit more stretch, gently walk that left hand out just a little bit. Oh, you should feel a little bit more stretch as you get down into here. If you really like more stretch, you can even take that left hand and gently place it behind you, and that will give you a little bit deeper stretch. Oh, that might be a little too much for me today. I think I'm just going to keep my hand right there. And let's hold this for a few rounds of breath. And next inhale, release that right hand, bring your neck back up, your head back up. That should feel a little bit more loose on the left side. Okay, let's try this on the right side. So gently place your left hand on your head and give yourself a nice little stretch over to the left. And you should be feeling it right through here. Now again, keep your hand on your thigh, and walk it out, or put it behind your back, whatever's going to work for you today. I always like to have my hand out. It gives me a nice stretch. It's good for me. So let's hold this for a few breaths. You want to be real gentle. You don't want to like force force this stretch. Your hands are just to kind of give you a little bit of weight, kind of help move it, but not overextend it. And everything's very gentle for this practice. And now gently release that hand. There we go. Ooh, that feels good. I want you to inhale your arms up, and we're going to gently move over to the right side. So place your right hand down, and we're just going to give ourselves a nice stretch over to the right. And again, try to be gentle for this practice today. If you've gone a little too deep, it's okay. Back yourself out of it. You know, if you want to go a little bit deeper, then walk your hand out a little bit further and go a little deeper. And let's windmill our arms up, and let's go over to the left side. Oh, I can go a little deeper on this side. It's not as tight. We're just going to hold this for a few breaths. And move your arms back up and meet me in a tabletop position. For tabletop, you definitely want to make sure that your knees and your hips are aligned, your wrists and your shoulders are aligned. And we're just going to come into some gentle cat-cows, okay? So we're going to inhale and our chest forward, tailbone up. And exhale, round that back and get some stretch and movement into our back today. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, open up that heart a little bit in the chest. And then exhale around the back. Inhale it up. Let's do one more round of these. And exhale it around that back. And meet me in a neutral tabletop position. So we're going to get into these postures where we will be holding them for about 2 minutes apiece. So if you need your prop, your blanket, a block, or whatever to help support you for some of these postures, then that's helpful. If not, that's okay. First one's going to be thread the needle. So inhale your right hand up and exhale it, thread it through, and come on down into a thread the needle position. Now you can keep your left hand by your face. You can walk your left hand out up if you'd like, have a little bit more of a stretch. Or if you'd really like to, you can even place it behind your back and open up your heart just a little bit more for this posture. Me today, I think I'm going to keep my hand right about here. So, alrighty, looking at the timer. All right, it's about 2 minutes. We're going to just sit here and enjoy this pose.
As you're in these poses, if something becomes a little uncomfortable or you need to adjust yourself, feel free to do that. And wherever you're at in your posture, bring your hand back up towards your face if it's not already there. And gently raise yourself up. Inhale your right arm up to the sky one more time and gently place it back down. We'll be in tabletop position. We're going to inhale our left arm up and exhale it. Thread the needle on this side. Again, you're going to find what works for you for where to place your hand, whether it's by your face, up above, or even behind the back, whatever works for you. Try a combination of them today. And wherever you are, bring your right hand back up towards your face if it's already there. Gently lift yourself up. Inhale that right arm or left arm up and exhale it back down to a tabletop position. Now gently make your way onto your back. If you have a blanket or blocks that you'd like to use for this pose, this is good. We're going to do just a gentle recline twist. So just bring your knees up and gently, arms just out of the way. Spread your arms out like a T and gently let your legs fall over to the left side. Now, a blanket in this position is really good. If you're like me and have a tight back, you can do several things. You can place it between your legs just to kind of give yourself some support. You can put them under your knees to support the whole leg package. You can use blocks in this position as well, whichever is going to work for you today. I'm going to give myself a little bit more of a stretch. And again, we're going to hold this about 2 minutes. bring your legs back up through center from that blanket or prop with you if you have it. And I'm going to gently let our legs fall over to the right side. This side feels a little bit different than the other side for sure. I'll use a blanket again on this side. If you have a blanket or a block or even a pillow to help support your legs if you need it, definitely use it. And we'll be here for about 2 minutes. And gently bring your legs back up to center. Now if you'd like to use a prop, we're going to come into a supported bridge pose. So you can use, like I said, a blanket, a pillow, a rolled up towel, or if you have a block, then grab that. So gently lift up your bottom and place the block. I use the low level on just underneath your sacrum. This will just give you a little bit of support and help release that low back. And again, we'll be here for about 2 minutes. Arms just open up to the side. Just relax into the position. breaths here. And gently lift your hips up, remove the block. We're going to come into what we call banana asana. So extend your legs out long. Reach your arms up overhead. And gently walk your feet over to the left. And your upper body and arms over to the left. And kind of doing a banana-shaped Shavasana, I guess. That's why it's called banana asana. If you like a little bit more stretch, you can take your right leg over your left if that feels comfortable. You can even clasp your your right wrist with your left hand if you'd like, and give yourself a nice little stretch this way as well. So again, we'll be here minute and a half, 2 minutes. We'll be here for just a few minutes. Enjoying this nice side body stretch. And very gently walk yourself back to center. And readjust and walk your legs over to the right. And your upper body, arms up over to the right. Again, if you like a little more stretch, you can take that left leg over the right. Clasp the left hand or the left wrist with your right hand. Give yourself a little bit more stretch. Gently walk yourself back into center. Give yourself a nice big long stretch. Big inhale and exhale. Your arms down by your sides and settle in for a nice Shavasana. If you would like, and if you have a blanket, you can place that blanket under your knees. That makes for a nice restorative Shavasana. Enjoy the last final few minutes we have here today. Gently start to move your toes, wiggle your fingers, wrists, ankles. Inhale your arms up overhead. And roll over onto your favorite side. Gently make your way up into a seated position. Your eyes gently closed. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale down through heart center. Namaste. Now gently open your eyes and welcome back. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. I hope you're feeling a little bit calmer and had a little bit of a reset during this time together. Until next time.